Good morning, dear friends on Facebook and YouTube. How come that is so low? Dang. Good morning, dear Dharma friends. Please bear with me a moment as I get the YouTube channel having some more volume. Sound 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's getting better. One more little bit here. There. That should do it. Test 1, 2. Yes. Hi. Hello, Sherry in the dark. Did they turn off your power up in Quadra? It is oh my goodness, it's December 1st. Congratulations, we made it to December 1st. Whew, yeah, exactly. So I have a little Ellen Bass poem here for us this morning. The thing is to love life. To love it even when you have no stomach for it. And everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands. Your throat filled with the silt of it. When grief sits with you, its tropical heat thickening the air. Heavy as water, more fit for gills than for lungs. When grief weighs you like your own flesh, only more of it, an obesity of grief. You think, how can a body withstand this? Then you hold life like a face between your palms, a plain face, no charming smile, no violet eyes, and you say, yes, I will take you. I will love you again. The thing is to love life. To love it even when you have no stomach for it. And everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands, your throat filled with the silt of it. When grief sits with you, its tropical heat thickening the air, heavy as water, more fit for gills than lungs. When grief weights you like your own flesh, only more of it, an obesity of grief, you think, how can a body withstand this? Then you hold life like a face between your palms, a plain face, no charming smile, no violet eyes, and you say, yes. Yes, I will take you. I will love you again. So no matter where the cycle of pleasure and pain, gain and loss, fame, disrepute, confidence, lack of confidence, success, failure, no matter where that pendulum, that circle lands this morning, that's where we get to sit. Right here, right now. There's absolutely no predicting what will happen in our lives, really. We have our plans. I once heard it said that the Buddha's teachings can be summarized into one sentence. How do you handle disappointment? So let's do the central practice of this training. Let's land right here, right now. where the body touches the chair, where there is life in the hands, where there is life in the face. Sound coming.
Recording in progress.
Sorry about that. There's life in the feet. Where there is still, again, breathing in and breathing out. One of the ways that we can use the breath is to create, to emphasize concentration and tranquility. And we do that by becoming profoundly intimate with the breath. We notice its very beginning. Awareness stays with the sensations of breathing all the way through breathing into fullness and then breathing out until the end. When the mind wanders, we simply come home with some determination, with some clarity. This is breathing in. Perhaps making mental notes, rising, rising, falling, falling. mind awareness, presence inhabits this breath right now. Each breath is a beacon. It says, be here. Simplify. Each breath exists only now in the present moment. Embrace life again now, here. This breath. There may, of course, still be thoughts, worries, plans, excitement. There might be desires and aversion. There could be restlessness and agitation, or sloth and torpor. There could be doubt. Allowing these phenomena to arise and pass away. As you come home and embrace fully this breath right now. The world is as it is, unstable, unpredictable. And our practice is not about fixing the world. Our practice is all about love. The world of this moment is like this. How intimately can awareness embrace the sensations of this breath? Can it notice the moment when breathing in ceases and breathing out begins? This, right now, is the moment where life occurs. It's not in some imagined future which could be fearful or wonderful. It's not in some remembered past, some fantasied past. It is remarkably only now. And so we shed the layers of fantasy, the layers of memory, and we actually are alive. We are life itself. It is possible and advisable, wise, to attend also to the quality of mind, not just the sensations of breathing, though that's a marvelous focus, but to notice, and this is the third foundation of mindfulness, is this a mind which is contracted? Is it expansive? Is it a mind that's somehow obsessed with some thoughts or some circumstance? Or is it a mind of spaciousness and ease where whatever comes in, comes in? Is it a mind preoccupied by desire? Or is it a mind that's filled spaciously with loving kindness and compassion? Is it a mind of hatred or jealousy or fear? It becomes more and more obvious that all of these states are impersonal. Nothing to attach to or to resist. And we can embrace the present moment also by embracing the sensations of breathing with great intimacy. And of course, the clear seeing of wisdom mind dances a most intimate dance with love and compassion. Can you feel love and compassion in your body? Or can you allow love and compassion to embrace the body? This is the one body of this lifetime. It's had its problems, but let's think about what it's really done. It's carried you from the moment of conception, really, until now, and will continue to until your last breath. It learned to walk and run. Its various faculties, from seeing to hearing to smelling and tasting and touching, have had their challenges, and sometimes they've been injured very deeply, or maybe even ceased to work. But here it is, the great conglomerate, the great coming together of matter and consciousness as a body. Yes, there's been pain, but there's also been extraordinary pleasure. Wonderful dinners. The body has provided a vehicle for dancing and lovemaking and woodworking and typing. And why not love this body? Why not let there be room in your heart for this body? For this mind with all its complexities, with its worries and its plans and memories, its delusion. Can we love it all? Let each breath perhaps carry the great mantra, I love you, with your name at the end. I love you. In-breathing and out-breathing. And let us form the intention to not lose track of this in-breathing and out-breathing presence when the meditation ends, this formal practice ends, or when we leave our meditation spot this morning, or when we get in the car, or take the dogs for a walk, or whatever it is. Why not remember to be mindful? And please now let us be aware of the body where it touches the chair. Where there is life in the hands. And it's not life over there somewhere. It's not somebody else's life. It's the life of this living being, this consciousness now here. And now bringing awareness, allowing awareness to open in the cheeks, in the eyes, and then noticing the wonder, the amazing thing of intention, and then intend to let the eyes open. And if everything is healthy and functional in your visual process, there will be light. There will possibly be shapes. The shapes will then resolve themselves into persons, and maybe persons you know, persons toward whom you have an opinion or an affinity, a disliking. And on the other hand, perhaps vision isn't working well. Maybe there's light, maybe there's not light, maybe there's shapes. Whatever is occurring, no matter what, can we embrace it? Can we love this life again? It's already been hard and beautiful and wonderful and amazing, and it's going to be hard and beautiful and amazing and awful again. It's been quite a reminder to be going to the memory care. One of Rita's next door person, actually, his name is Bob. Bob loves to introduce himself, and he'll do it several times when you're there. And he has kind of a crush on one of the women, and he told us several times, she's a lawyer. She was a judge. And she says, yes, I was. And it's touching. And it's challenging, I find. Where did these selves go? And these are, of course, the very fortunate of our aged. These are the people who can afford thousands of dollars a month. Most of us, of course, don't do that, can't do that. I was a little depressed a couple of mornings ago, tired from the trip and depressed. And I had to pick up Budo's eye drops. He would go blind without the eye drops we get for him. And it's the one prescription, I don't know why it is, it's the one prescription we have at Costco. So I went to Costco. I got the Campari tomatoes that are required when I go there. And then I passed the chickens again. And I thought, I'm depressed. What could I do? So I bought as many chickens as I could carry, 13. And then I went down under the bridge again. People like those hot chickens. People with no teeth. People with plastic as thick as plastic bags over their heads. And it's a junk heap. My goodness, where do they possibly amass all that stuff I don't know. But of course the chickens were gone in a heartbeat. And I felt a little better. A little better, certainly grateful. So I have one announcement, which I have pulled up here on my screen, my other screen. Here it is. On Saturday, this coming Saturday, 3 days from now, Kendall will be teaching a retreat from, is it 9 to 2? I forget the time. Here it is. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. On the 5 faculties or strengths. Highly recommend that you avail yourself of that. She's also teaching Sunday night at 6:30, her regular twice a month Sundays. I will be absent on Friday and Sunday. I'm going on a little trip. And I'm not sure who's filling in. Jim, do you know who's taking over on Friday? Is it you?
Actually, Candle will be here Friday, and I'll be okay.
I beg
Now
your
you have your Candle will be here Friday, and I'll be there on Sunday.
Oh, great. Thank you. Anything else we should announce before we open to the...
I'll be back on my Qigong routine on the 18th of December, and there's information on that on the website. So if you want to stretch and move and get quiet right before Christmas, might be a good break on the 18th, Saturday.
Thanks, Jim. And so, my friends, what are the joys and sorrows of your life today? Check the chat, Jim. Jim, do you do a Zoom Monday nights too? You might mention that. You're muted if you're trying to communicate. Okay. Jim does a gathering, roomies. Well, I don't know what you're doing now, actually, on Monday night. Oh, there you are. You're going to say about it?
Okay. The Monday night session is often host to Rumi, but sometimes not. So I move around a lot with different kinds of poetry, but Rumi and Mary Oliver are my favorites. So 7 o'clock on Mondays.
And Doug Pullen goes on with monotonous regularity on Thursday nights. Gregory has not been teaching his Wednesdays so frequently lately. I had another meeting with the building crew yesterday, the construction management thing, and we're really cooking along. We're the door to the Dharma Hall is going in this week, I think. The painting downstairs is underway in earnest. The door, it turns out that the door from the living room to the Dharma Hall is much less expensive than we feared. At first they were saying $11,000, and it's come in at $8,100. So that's nice. It's nice to see a number lower than you expected. So, what's happening for you, my friends?
Good morning. It's Denise.
It's Denise. Hello, Denise.
Okay. And I have sort of a joke, I guess, but I'm not sure if it will be funny for you all, but not for anybody else. So yesterday I bought this book. It's called Apples of Gold, and it's just sort of like pithy, silly, proverbs or wisdom statements. Some of them are totally stolen Chinese proverbs. And, like there's a rainbow after every storm and that type of thing. But this one is just great. So one day, as I sat musing, alone and melancholy and without a friend, there came a voice from out of the gloom saying, "Cheer up, things might be worse. So I cheered up. And sure enough, things got worse.
That's lovely. You're right about needing the right audience. Oh dear.
So I guess along those same lines, my son and I were talking yesterday about mood and how the same thing can happen, and in one mood it makes you happy, and in another mood it might make you mad. Um, so I don't know, just I guess mood is powerful.
Hmm.
I'd like to share something with you, Robert and Sangha. It's Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi. I had an email from my niece in California, whom I don't normally hear from. Her mother is my sister who died about a year and a half ago. You remember I was speaking to you about how to respond to her.
Yeah.
So my niece said, I just wanted to let you know that Uncle Jim, my older brother, was just in a car accident. He and his wife were T-boned and went to the hospital, of course. He has 2 broken bones in his leg. She has a broken sternum and a couple of ribs. My brother is 94.
Oh.
And so he's been in rehab. She apologized for not having told me sooner. And then just the day before he was to be discharged, the doctor discovered that he had COVID. And,
wow.
You know, my brother was one of those in the States who thinks COVID was all nonsense. You know, he was a Trumper. I haven't seen him for years, but it reminded me of you speaking about families you're born into and Sangha families, your Buddhist buddies. And it just became very obvious to me because I haven't seen him for so long. He's so different. My memories of him are from childhood. And of course, he's not the same person, nor am I. It's interesting. And there's no way he has such hearing loss that he won't speak on the telephone, his wife said. So I may never see him again or hear from him again. Yeah.
Thanks, Sherry. Today is World AIDS Day. Thanks, Birch.
Good morning, Sangha. It's Jessica here.
Hello, Jessica.
Hi. We've been gone a couple of weeks. We spent the holidays with our sons on the East Coast and our future daughter-in-law and her family. So it's been quite a visit. And I guess two things just sitting here, especially Sherry, when you talk about family that we're born into and family that we acquire or through community, through Sangha. And it was just so interesting to kind of see that dynamic at play. We have a wedding in our future. We have family that's growing, which is wonderful. And then also to just witness around the holidays, different expectations, how people are with their realities or with their stories and expectations. And just, I was so grateful for this practice and so grateful to find moments of calm and quiet where I could just be with whatever was happening, and kind of witness where I'd have that moment of like, whoa, not enjoying this, or this is really unpleasant, but just kind of being with it. Or those other moments of like just being incredibly happy and also then verging on that, wow, I don't want this to end. I want this to just be. So it's just interesting to have that experience and it reminded me both of the Sangha, kind of our roots here, and just that gratitude for the practice. So I guess lots of different feelings, but just now, Sherry, when you mentioned about the family, that really keeps sweeping forward. So anyways, it's nice to see you all this morning. Thanks.
Thanks, Jessica. Do you approve of the daughter-in-law?
I think we could say we adore her. She's a kick in the pants, and she clearly adores our son, and it's very, very fun to see, and he adores her. So we've seen them through a variety of settings and a variety of dynamics, and they just seem really, really kind and loving and accepting of each other, and that makes your heart sing. So yeah.
How wonderful. This mind just went on a whole journey. I'm going today to get my hearing checked. Not because I think I need hearing aids, but because my wife thinks I need hearing aids. So we're going to find out who's right today. She does wear hearing aids and has a very severe hearing loss. So, in my experience, she speaks so quietly in the car, I can't hear her. So we're having objective testing today.
Beware of objective testing.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Jim.
I went in to get my hearing checked, and they said if your ears were your eyes, we would say they were 20/20. But your brain is slowing down. It doesn't coordinate various sounds into meaningful words as quickly as it used to. Mm-hmm. So I just dragged my butt out of there.
Thanks, Jim. Well, anything else? I have to go relatively punctually today.
Good morning, Robert. Something? Yes, it's Joe.
Hi, Joe. Where are you?
I've been hanging over this for a few days.
I got you.
And I wanted to share it with Sangha. I am trying to find points in my day besides morning meditation where I can be in the moment and aware. And I found a moment. It was actually 2 hours in the dental chair. And I was able to just breathe in and breathe out. And I was able to note that my mind took me away twice and I was able to come back. I think part of it was because I'm stuck in the chair. There's nothing for me to think about. My environment helped this process. But also I think the time I've spent with you and Sangha have helped this progress. And I was able to just be in a very stressful situation, calm and transcendent and with it and okay with it and just allow it to be. And when I was done, or when the dentist was done, he reached down and touched my shoulder and thanked me for being such a good patient. And so at that point, I shared with him and his assistant that I had been meditating the whole time. And it led to oh, yes, I've been thinking about that. Oh, that sounds perfect. That's amazing. So my progress, like all of us, ripples out and influences the world around us. And I am grateful that I've got to this point thanks to Sangha and you folks being in my life. So it's a wonderful thing to share back as a ripple that has come back to echo back from my heart to your heart. Us old friends, you know.
Thank you, Joe. Very beautiful.
You have a great day.
You too. Well, any last sharing anybody wants to make? That's so lovely. Let's go out on all blessings. May all beings receive all blessings. Live long and prosper. Had. Please unmute if that makes sense for you today. And I will look forward to being with you again tomorrow morning, but then not on Friday. Ready? Bhavatu Sabe Mangalam. Bhavatu Sabe Mangalam. Bhavatu Sabe Mangalam. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Goodbye, dear friends. Oh, there's Molly.
Thanks, all.
Molly,
Bye-bye.
You want to sing? You want to sing? I need a yes or a no.
She says yes. This is actually Molly's older sister.
Oh, what? Introduce us.
Because we just took Molly, we walked Molly to school.
Oh, yes, this is a different
That's why we're in our
person.
coats.
And who
This
is
is my
this?
older daughter, Mara.
And would you like to sing with us or lead us?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Here we go. Let's make you the spotlight. There we go. Whenever you're ready.
May
All beings be happy.
May
All beings be happy.
May
All beings be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Wow, a double blessing morning. How exciting.
I know, it's pretty cool, huh?
Have to say be well 6 times then?
No.
That was fun.